When you go see your doctor for a routine checkup, they check some things when you first come in. They see how much you weigh, check your blood pressure, your pulse. Some of these basic measurements of your physical health can be an immediate indicator of whether there are problems or not. Here's a question for you. Are there any indicators of spiritual health that we can check routinely and easily? I believe there are, and I believe one of them is what we call in modern Christianity personal devotions. I grew up in a family where reading the Bible 5 days a week was standard as a family. When I got saved, I began reading my Bible personally, trying to understand it, even though I was just a child. As I look back through my life, the times when I grew spiritually, I was always involved in reading my Bible on a daily basis. It's the way I was called into ministry. I had a friend who began to ask me daily what I was reading in my Bible. And it was my personal devotion life that God used to show me that He was calling me into the ministry. Several years back, I began to write devotionals on each chapter in the Bible. It took me 3 years, 3 months, and 3 days at one chapter a day to go through the whole Bible. And actually, our church went through it together. We took a break after that was over, and then 4 years ago, we started again. And this time, instead of doing it every day, we did it 5 days a week. And I started something called 3 and 5 to Thrive. Recently, we finished the Old Testament, and I put it on pause again because I wanted us to start fresh in 2020, reading through the whole New Testament in 1 year. There are 260 chapters in the New Testament. So at 5 days a week, 5 chapters a week, you can make it through the whole New Testament in 1 year. So for the month of December here in 2019, we're going to be spending a lot of time focusing on the importance of personal devotions, reading your Bible, spending time in prayer with God. These will hopefully be sermons and reminders that will motivate you and help you not only to get involved with this in 2020, but also to get others involved and to get somebody that will hold you accountable, somebody that you can hold accountable in this area of personal devotions. We'll have some testimonies along the way. If you do not know about this, there are inserts that will be in the bulletin just like this each week in 2020. And it'll begin in Matthew chapter 1, and there will be an explanation of each chapter in the Bible, going 5 chapters a week for the whole year. You may use a Bible like this. There are great Bible apps that you can use on your phone. If you do happen to miss a day, just pick up the next day with whatever the assigned chapter is for that day. And if you get behind, don't try to catch up by reading all of the chapters that you've missed. Just start wherever you are and allow God to use this to help you grow. If my heart stopped beating, they would use CPR, and they would try to force my heart to pump blood by pushing on my chest until things got back to normal. Sometimes personal devotions can be that kind of tool in your life. It doesn't make you go to heaven or make you a great Christian just because you're reading your Bible every day. If you're not reading your Bible regularly, you're not going to be a healthy Christian. So this next Sunday, we'll begin by talking about ways of studying the Bible in a devotional life, in a personal setting, and hopefully be inspiring you and motivating you a little bit towards this end. Make plans to be part of 3 and 5 to Thrive in 2020. The 3, by the way, has to do with gathering with other believers 3 times a week. It's just a great goal to set, whether it's a worship service or an area of ministry or a grace group, a Bible study. This can be very helpful in your Christian life as well. So all through December, we'll be talking about personal devotions, and then make plans to be a part of this in 2020. I know God will bless you for it.